Let's move into infrastructure investments, which is very key to our program here. We have $3.8 billion capital improvement program that includes dozens of projects to help maximize the reliability of our water supplies on an everyday basis, and in the case of emergency, that cuts off our region's access to imported water. This slide here demonstrates where we have come and where we're going with regards to our CIP and our capital improvement program budgets in the past and the future. In 1991, our investments primarily consisted of pipelines and pumping facilities, as demonstrated here. In 2000, since 2000, we expanded those investments to include water storage projects, canal linings, treatment, and hydroelectric projects. This is where the effort's been more recently. And in 2013, after 2013, our investment will then go back to maintaining our infrastructure, our pipelines, and our pumping stations and treatment facilities. So this is really where we've been over the last 20 years with capital investment. We're completing most of the major capital programs, and we're moving into the maintenance and rehabilitation mode once those projects are completed. So there's kind of a paradigm shift with regards to how we've been focusing over the last 20 years, moving into the next decade. Earlier I mentioned the water savings canal lining project. By lining portions of two major agricultural canals in the Imperial Valley and the Coachella Valley, this is water that was transmitted through earthen aqueducts, and we were losing water into the soil. By lining these canals, we were able to save that water from being lost into the ground and seeping down. And as a result of that, we acquired the rights to that water to transfer to San Diego. You can see this is a very impressive project. We lined, let me go to the next slide. Water Authority lined 23 miles of the All-American Canal and 35 miles of the Coachella Canal. Now this is a picture of the line canal, which is a concrete line canal, and that's a picture of the canal that was just earthen canal, which has been abandoned now. So you can see the scope of that project and over 50 miles of canal lining. And that resulted in 80,000 acre-feet of additional water supplies for San Diego over the next 110 years. Considerable amount of water. Very successful. Let's move on to our treatment capacity. In 2008, the Water Authority completed the Twin Oaks Water Treatment Plant, and at a cost of $179 million. It has a capacity to treat 100 million gallons a day of raw water imported in the aqueduct to treated water that's delivered out to the member agencies. This increases our ability to manage our water needs within San Diego County. This is the largest membrane filtration plant in the world with regards to using membrane filters as opposed to the standard, historical standard process. So it's been a very successful project and is online now. This next project, we're moving into the emergency storage projects. The Water Authority has moved to build some major projects that are part of the larger emergency storage project program. And what you see here is the Olivenhain Dam and Reservoir. This is the first dam and reservoir that was built in San Diego County in 50 years. The reservoir contains 18,000 acre-feet of water, and it holds enough for 4,000 acre-feet of operational storage, as well as the 18,000 acre-feet of emergency storage. This was a very successful project, and if you move on to the next slide, Dennis, you'll see the Olivenhain Reservoir is located adjacent to the Lake Hodges area, and Lake Hodges Dam. As part of the emergency storage project, we've constructed a pumping station located down here on the bank of Lake Hodges, and we've tunneled underground all the way up to the Olivenhain Reservoir. So in essence, we're able to combine these two reservoirs into one storage reservoir for emergency storage as well as carryover storage. So this year there was quite a bit of water that overflowed from Lake Hodges. When this project is complete, we will be able to mitigate that loss of water over Lake Hodges and be able to move it up into Olivenhain and manage that. And theoretically, we're able to manage this. We can store that water in the summer months, lower the reservoirs down, capture that local water, and we can manage it through a reservoir management plan. Additionally, we've installed turbines as part of the pumping mechanisms in that pump station. Those turbines have a capacity to generate 40 megawatts of electrical power, and we have an agreement with San Diego Gas and Electric that will be a benefit to the residents of San Diego County and the Water Authority to reduce our costs by generating that 40 megawatt of power during peak hours, demand periods within San Diego County and the electrical grid. So we're in the process of starting that system up as we speak. This is just a picture of the pump station that's located adjacent to the pump station, the lake. The intake structure is located in the lake, and the tunnel is located in the back of the picture there. You can't see a lot of the pump station, most of it's underground. This pump station goes down 10 stories underground. It's a very large, deep infrastructure. Continuing with the emergency storage project program, recently we completed, late last year, a tunneling project that consisted of a 12-foot diameter tunnel and 11-foot diameter, a 12-foot diameter tunnel, an 11-mile tunnel that, and pipeline that provides a vital link between the San Vicente Reservoir and the aqueduct system that the Water Authority operates. And this is important because the water that we store in San Vicente, we're now able to move that water through this tunnel, this pipe, into the aqueduct system. And during an emergency storage or emergency demand for water, if we were to lose one of our main feeds of water into the county, we can move that water now throughout the county. We've never had this capability before. And this is a tremendous asset for us now to be able to manage our water, the increase in supply that we're building as a result of the emergency storage project, but also be able to manage moving that water throughout the county in emergency so we can deal with the demands during those critical times throughout the county. Right adjacent to that tunnel is the San Vicente Dam. Now this is currently what the San Vicente Dam looks like, and the Water Authority, the San Vicente Dam is owned by the City of San Diego, and we are in the process of raising that dam to increase the storage capacity. This will be the largest dam raised in the United States, and it will be the largest roller compacted concrete dam ever conducted in the world. Liebenhain Dam is also a roller compacted concrete dam. It's a technique that's used. This dam will be of the same construction method as Liebenhain, and as you can see, it will extend that dam much higher than it currently is. It will provide an additional 152,000 acre-feet of storage capacity. That is a tremendous amount of capacity when our current demand is running about 500,000 acre-feet currently on an annual basis. Additionally, to those projects I just listed are part of the $2.8 billion emergency storage project. And that's dealing with carryover water storage as well as emergency storage, as well as the infrastructure to move the water throughout the county to meet the demand. We're also rehabilitating our existing aqueducts that some of them have been in the ground for 60 years or longer. And since 1996, we've been moving forward with lining our existing pipelines. And currently, there's 82 miles of pipeline that we intend to line. And what this consists of is actually digging up the aqueducts in certain areas and using this technique of this steel insert in this hydraulic ram and pushing that steel insert inside the existing conduit, and then releasing the tension of that steel as it expands into that concrete aqueduct. By using this technique, we're able to do it with less impact to the public and the people that have been affected, rather than going and digging the pipeline up and replacing it. So they will line miles and miles of aqueduct using this technique. We're about a third of the way through of lining these pipelines right now. Okay, moving on. The value of our investments. In summary, you can see that we've got a lot going on and we're moving forward, and we're already seeing the benefits of some of these investments with regards to water reliability, because we reduced our reliance on the supplies of Metropolitan. And most recently, when we were cut back by Metropolitan by 13% of our water supply, that impact really only had an 8% reduction for San Diego because of our diversification of portfolio. That will only be of more benefit in the future if we're faced with the same types of cutbacks. So all of this is investing into our future and protecting the region's economy as well as our way of life. I'd like to close on this last slide. And this really demonstrates how far we've come. In 1991, you can see that our water use in acre feet was around 578,000. In 2011, our current water use is 566,000 acre feet. We're literally the same demand for water today as we were 20 years ago. And look what's happened. Our population has increased by 600,000 people. Our economy has more than doubled in adjusting for inflation. And our gross domestic product has gone up. But you can see the cost of water has gone up for that diversification from $323 to around $1,000 per acre foot for treated water currently. But I think this really shows that the Water Authority has been moving successfully, and the citizens and residents of the San Diego County has responded, and we're meeting the challenge. But I've been in the water business long enough to know that there's going to be challenges every day as we go forward, and we're going to have to deal with them. And with that, I'd like to turn over the presentation to Eric Sandler, our Director of Finance, and he will discuss how these efforts impact our budget and rates.